Well, howdy, 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 and welcome back to Season 10 update for Snowrunner, where we are today going to finally go and get the Mack. I said last time I was going to do it this time. This time is only about half an hour after last time, so let's go. So Paralyzed Transportation opens up after you unlock this plant behind us, which is concrete plant. You cannot get concrete blocks or slabs anywhere. Apart from here, pretty much, I think. Without going to other places. And then you need to complete Paralyzed Transportation to open the gateway, which allows entry into the North Peak National Park. So that's what we're doing now. And then we'll go and get the Mack, like, straight away. And then I'll have to think of something else to do, because I haven't actually planned that far ahead. Because I didn't think about doing that. Anyway, yeah, so this is a fairly easy peasy drive, although coming through here is always a bit sluggish. It's a bit muddy-duddy. So I'm just going to keep it to the left. No, that's not. Oh, my concrete became unpacked. Is it really tipping over that much? Oops, handbrake. You just hate when you accidentally put on the handbrake in your vehicle. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get the Mack. What I'm gonna do with it? Am I gonna use it straight away? Or what mission am I gonna do next? I don't know. But we will go and get it. I'm not going to unlock it in the regular means. Where, you know, in the guide, I went to the garage first. And then, so, you know, scouted the route. And then I came back for the Mack. And then so I drove that route like 3 times. No, I'm not going to do that this time. Because I know where it's going. Because of the guide. The only non-blind aspect of the playthrough is knowledge of where the trucks are and where to take them. I'm going to go straight in and just tow it straight to the service center. And then fix and refuel it when I get there. The garage has limited functionality, but that won't be a problem. It doesn't actually need that much in repairs overall. I think it's fewer than 200 points. Did I have it written down on this page? One of my notebooks should be written down. Hang on. We're gonna 240 points it needs, which is really not much. Not that I have any means on this truck, but I can definitely refuel it from this truck. But yeah, we're back in the Kenworth. It's more for testing than anything, you know. I mean, I know what it's fully capable of. I just want to show everyone else what it's also capable of. And as you can see, it's hauled all sorts of cargo up muddy hills and whatnot. Took in trailers. Yeah, it's a solid get for sure. Do not sleep on this thing. Even with or without a crane. So, right, you can just see, there's the gateway actually. So we're gonna cross the valley. So we're on one side because we're on the ski slope mountain. And this is where we're coming down now, and we will come up the other side very soon. Oh, it's fallen out again. So that's happened twice. When I made the guide, it never happened. Not even once. Oh yeah, I'm still just in low plus. Been driving along needlessly slow. It's probably because of all the uphill shenanigans. Right. If you've never been this way before, do be careful of this little dip here. It's pretty severe, so just ease off. If you go into it full speed, you'll end up doing damage. Right. That's weird. The cargo options weren't there. There we go. Gateway is now accessible. Let's go. Alright, so this trailer I am going to leave at the side of the road. Nice and out of the way. And if you don't know where the Mack is, now you should pay very close attention. So you follow the road to where it's waterlogged. And do not climb the hill ahead. That is too far. So when you get to here, turn left. And follow on this tree line. The eagle-eyed viewers can already see where the Mack is, but it just happens to be coloured to match its surroundings. It is pretty well camouflaged. What I'm going to do is turn around in this big area. Annoyingly, the task activation mission is behind the vehicle instead of around it or in front of it. And obviously you're gonna need to tow it. So you don't really tow things by reversing your main vehicle. So I've already turned around and I'm gonna reverse into the task box. Like so. So what we want is this long distance haul. Switch it on and get it into a position where we can tow it. Now the Mack is quite heavy. I used in the guide, I used an Azov 64131, and my god did it struggle through this starter bit. Probably because I had the maintenance frame on as well, which is a bit of added weight. My oh my, did it struggle. But I got there eventually. You can turn on the engine. It will drive, it does have fuel, as you can clearly see. But the more I use now, the more I'm going to have to put in. But fuel's free, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. Chances are the Mack will hit those rocks. It's crap at actually steering when being towed. You try and apply just a little bit, it's just, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And it doesn't help when I drive into trees. Hey, look, stop getting stuck on everything. You suck. I don't really want to go this way instead, but if I can plow these trees down out of the way. I mean, the route is very straightforward. So you have to tow this to a place called the service center, which is just behind the garage in this map. So both of the maps in the DLC have a garage, but the garage in this map is not at full capacity, so it doesn't have access to the truck store or to truck storage, if I remember correctly. But you can, you know, modify add-ons and things like that. Right. For the meantime, I'm just going to turn off the engine of the Mack. It does not need to be on. I suppose I can turn off my all-wheel drive. Although, yeah, you can see it's struggling, so I'm going to go back into high gear. When the time comes, you know, I'll do a full recce of the area. I don't know anything about this area, apart from where this fuel stop is. It's probably a warehouse over there, and where the garage is. Like, that's it. I know that there's a watchtower over there, just because I've just seen it, but that's about it. I might actually... Will I go faster with the engine on? Will it permit me to go a bit quicker? Not really. So we'll just keep that off. Aesthetically, it is a very nice truck. At the moment, the Mack is not fully functional, as it does not share the lack of a hitbox on the differentials like other trucks do. So it gets stuck quite easily. which is why it can be a pain in the ass to drag. Ideally, we would have a recovery item that actually works, functions properly. Satraforce has such a device, but it does not work properly. Not really. Not with anything heavy. Nearly keeled over when I put the Azov 5 in it for a test. Right, so you turn left at the town where the dock is, follow the paved road as far as you can. And you'll come down to a little T-junction, and that is where we are going to take a right, because there is a roadblock on the left. I mean, the Kenworth can drive over the roadblock, but the Mack does not have the ground clearance to do so. So we will we'll go around through the swamp. Although we won't take the turn too soon. You can see that big rock outcrop. Come around that too quickly and you will be flipping over. Oh, wow. This is the first time I'm fully stuck. I wonder if there's something under me which has caused that. Right, let's get moving again. Yeah, so this item will be, well, this section of the video will be a little slow, as just got to get it through the mud. Come on, Mack. Oh, a wild Bonnie has come to join me. Hello. Hello, cat. Yeah, ordinarily, obviously we'd have stuck with the road, but with it being blocked, I would just cause more damage to the Mack by trying to drag it over the rocks. Which just leaves me with more to do. Not that it costs any more. It would on hard mode, but I'm not on hard mode. I should have just gone over the roadblock, shouldn't I, just for the lols. Right, so the main road we want to try and get back to. I've left it too late. Right, take a slightly alternate route back to the main road. Just follow this along. That's the other side of the roadblock there. I think it's just service parts to clear that. I think there's another one, another roadblock as well. It's just one crate of service spare parts, nice and easy. Which is just how we like it. Right, I am going to attempt to weave, because there's more solid ground here. Ah, there we go. Is that a Transtar? Ah, yes, this caught me out last time. This, the branch that will just stop you. Ah, what is that? You have momentum? Excuse me while I remove it. So you can see, when we get back through this swamp marsh bit, we'll be back into a paved road area. Slowly but surely. The thing is heavy. I mean, yeah, the engine's not running, but it's just to stop it being heavy. Wait, I've got it written down in my notes that it took like 240 points to fix, but I'm reading that as 106. Wait, does it change? That would be weird if it did. Maybe I looked at the Kenworth numbers by accident. Yes, Bonnie, you can put one paw on me. I know you're trying to. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get food. You're trying to get some real estate on my lap. There you go. Right. I'm gonna put the engine on just for this last bit because it's quite hilly. So just to take the edge off the Kenworth. I feel like the Kenworth could have had a full what do they call that? Evacuators add-ons. Feels like a good truck that could, you know, be like a wrecker. We're nearly there. You can see the sign for the garage up ahead. Gone are the days where you would have to take a truck filled with garage parts to a garage in order to unlock it. Come on, you got this. Oh, avoid big boulder. I mean, those boulders are very big. Like a regular person would struggle to move them. So obviously, some of the scales of things are a bit mismatched. I mean, I've not done any full like off-roading like this, but I'd imagine that the chances of seeing these boulders in the sizes that they are is real bloody narrow, because some of these are easily half a meter across. Easily half a meter. Right, so that's the garage actually. But this truck has to go over here. Come on, you got this. Can't. Why are you trying to like rotate? Not realizing there is a gap. If you hear any subtle squeaks, that will be her. Right, so the delivery area will be here. Oh, sweet, I can just buy a trailer and do everything here. Come on. Last little bit. Alright. Well, that's... Oh, shoot. I've boxed myself in. I'm gonna have to give it a push. Oh, cat. Just moving the microphone with her tail. Right. Just got ourselves the old maintenance trailer, so our repair. And then refuel. That's repair again deck. Ah, it is in the box. There we go. So that's in the spot where you have to tow it to, pretty much. And yeah, there's a reward. Alright, so we have the Mack going on its first adventure with us. Where, you know, we'll start simple for the newbie truck. We've got town requests, which requires just delivering 4 wooden planks to the cargo station, which is almost too easy. It should be fine, but we shouldn't have any issues. I've got the V8 13T engine in here for I think that's S power to weight without a low saddle. High range gearbox and active suspension, so I can raise the ride height where required. No roof rack with supplies, because it will inhibit our power quite a bit. And no crane because, well, for what I'm doing, I don't really need one. If I do, something's gone very wrong. So as we have been here a few times before. Whoa, yeah, that's a very realistic game. Just avoid. Oh, that was close. Right, wooden planks. So we've got a bit of weight on, but I mean, we have a lot of driving wheels, so there really shouldn't be a problem. What on earth was that? I did leave the tires on as stock as well. I think the fuel tank caught the ground there and slowed us up. Stop for a little glory photo. And away we go. We should be able to high gear back up this hill pretty much. Inside it's very nice. It's very modern. Oh no, that was quite the knock. Look at that, it can do like Wi-Fi and stuff. You look on the little digital screen on the right side of the dash. On-screen keyboard, it's very, very fancy. So yeah, we've got to cross the river, so I'm really not fussed, so I'll just throw it on the ferry. Oh yeah, the turning circle of this thing is tight. Almost as if there's like extra steering power from the rear wheels. But, I mean, look, it's quite a dodgem. I don't think any other truck steers like this. It's very easy to oversteer. I mean, yeah, we knew this was going to be a very simple one. Ho ho ho. But we could look into starting to take materials either up to the drilling site, which I think this might struggle with, or up to the logging camp area. Yeah, that's the reason that only pays out 1,700. Right, I could do with giving this a repair and a refuel. Cat is back. Just up for the mess, pretty much. No. That's one paw gently touching me. I don't think he's noticed. I rethink my decisions. Right, I'm gonna pop that there, and I'm going to repair and refuel, so back in a second. Okay, so we've got ourselves set up for the twins in the woods. That's what I've decided to go for next, which requires 2 metal beams, 2 spare service ports, 2 cargo containers, and 2 small pipes. And I wonder, because it says deliver to the 2 warehouses, so there is only 1 delivery site. It's half for each building. So, on board, I have 2 metal beams and 1 service spare part. That's 5 cargo slots. So it's going to be 2 more runs after this, but that should prove as a adequate additional test to what we already know about the capabilities of this truck. And we'll see how we get on. Because we've got a mixture of water, we've got hill climbs, we've got mud. We've got the works. The darn trees are getting in the way. And because we've got the high range gearbox as well, it means everything, like the engine and the drive, is running faster. So it takes a lot more to slow us down and to knock us out of the capabilities of running in high range, which is great. But here's the first thing. I'm going to raise the suspension. You can see those axles independently working, trying to get us going. And then we've got a lot of rocks. I think we should be alright. I don't think we'll need the winch. You do get a nice amount of movement. And then just get it out of there. Back into auto. I If I could get a bit of speed and some more revs into the engine. Oh, that's not good. I lost traction and momentum there. That's no. Wait for it to even out a bit. Come across because it's getting a bit muddy. If we can get a bit of speed going in the second gear, which is not looking like we can at the moment, it's just a bit too rocky. Can we make a dive across? Yes, no, yep. Just about. Although it's going to be slow on this river crossing down here. Normally is anyway. Yeah, this is no logs on this little bit where the truck is now. But it's doing well. Bonnie says hello again. Come on, Mack. Yeah, bloody roots. There's also a couple of reasons to come back here for logging as well. I mean, one of our contracts is to just take 2 lots of medium logs down to the sawmill. Which in reality was more like 4 because we had to build the bridge as well. So a bit choppier here. Now this is definitely one of the better American trucks that isn't like massive. Given it has semi-competent tires and one of either all-wheel drive or diff lock always on. Right, are we nearly up the hill? Oh, we are. Yeah, the last bit. It's been a bit of a crawl, not gonna lie. And we have made it to our delivery point for the first time. Pretty good on the old fuel consumption. Right, that leaves us with 9 cargo slots remaining of stuff. Here we are back at the city central warehouse where we can equip small pipes and we can equip cargo container. I suppose I could have just mirror matched everything, you know, do the pipes and then do the containers, but that's a bit boring. Mix and matching cargo, it looks better. And then we'll come back in here once more. We get a repair and we get our service parts. And we do this all over again. Maybe a bit faster this time, because the metal beams are pretty heavy. And I did have 2 of them. It's just a case of weaving your way around the rocks as always. where you can, because they're a big pain in the backside. So I mean, I could overload, but yeah, I mean, oh, the amount of times things go wrong with overloaded cargo, it's not worth the fuel expenditure, the time using the crane, the trying to stack everything neatly. If it was single slot cargos, then you know you can fit way more than 5 in this kind of trailer. So, you know, that kind of works, but when it's cargo containers, beams and pipes, like, maybe not. Maybe not. Absolutely flying through. I was maybe going to cut some of this journey out because it's just going to be the same thing again, but I think it'd take me longer to edit it out than to just leave it in, seeing as we're almost there. Right, did I take damage here before? I can't quite remember. It is deep though. Because, you know, obviously to get the best line, you often have to swerve, you know, avoid certain patches of mud so you can get better grounding. But because the steering is so responsive in this, God, what was... I'm gonna have to check how long that was. That really did not take long at all. Power slide. Yep, trailer physics are wonky. Right, pipes and cargo container make up the last aspects. I think this is another like 10,000 reward mission as well. And it's howdy doody, pretty straightforwardy. Now I'm not going to subject you to a third round of watching me drive up the same road. So I'll join, you'll rejoin me for the cutscene and the awarding of the money and the key to the city and a big ribbon that the mayor is going to put around my neck. So yeah, I'll see you soon. And here we are, barely a hiccup later, and we're already back up the hill. Cargo safely stowed, and yeah, I thought this one was going to take quite a bit longer, but I've been wrong before. Oh, look at that, in sync. La-di-da. Now what do we get out of here, or is it nothing? 17,000! Ah! God, we're just, yeah, okay, so this is, new saddle holder. Cat, you do not have to rub your face on everything that you see. Please stop rubbing your face on my laptop. Anyway, that is where we are going to leave it for today. If you're unsure about the Mack, this should show that it is capable of some things. Maybe I judged it a little too harshly. But hopefully it gets a buff for the hitboxes on the differentials and the axles. So yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I've been Deck, this has been Snowrunner Season 10, and have a great day.